So Rick is, he guilted me last week because I showed up with one of these. In fact, I've shown up with one of these every time I've come here, right?
Yeah, he's come a few times.
And I always call him like as I'm leaving the coffee shop, and I never brought him one. So one, I'm a bad friend, but I brought him one today, and I want to show him why I haven't brought him one. So this is my special coffee, we'll call it, from Groundwork Common. It's 2 shots of espresso and cold brew, but I have a name for it. I can't remember what we called it. My 4-shot iced Americano is the Buck Martin. This is the John Wayne or something. I can't remember, but here, I want to see your reaction, like first real reaction from trying this coffee.
I had it, so let's see.
It's strong, dude. It's not burnt and dark, it's just strong.
I think it's good. I know, maybe you were expecting a different reaction, but
it's
I drink espressos and like, yeah,
powerful. Like it's a very,
you taste the it's very bold.
Yeah, it's a very bold flavor.
It's good.
And it's not dark and burnt. It's just, it's good, and it'll get you going. Oh, laser finished.
Yep.
So that $100 carry challenge, whatever we're gonna call it, actually made me think of something. So last night, Alex and I went to Walmart to pick up a few things. I hate Walmart, but it gave me an idea. So I've said that I would do a challenge, like a $50 complete EDC at Walmart or something like that. But I think the better idea for a Walmart challenge video would be to go to Walmart in person and find the best EDC you can within the walls of Walmart, right? So you go in, you find the best gear, the best knife, watch, wallet, flashlight, keychain or key clip, and pin, right? So I did a dry run last night. I'm gonna do a real one, but I did a dry run, and I wanna show you my note that I took last night. So these are my findings. Best knife, big oof. Best flashlight, big oof. Best pin, big oof. It's gonna be very difficult, actually. The only thing at Walmart that there's actually a half decent selection of are watches, which is not what I would have expected, but there's a decent selection of watches. My personal Walmart, and I'll show you this picture right here. Holy crap. They had is it Camillus knife
knives
in the slot for the Spyderco Tenacious, and the rest of the cabinet was pretty much empty. No, that was it. So they don't have any Tenacious on hand. They had an Ontario Rat, but I think it was the All-Safe version. So not a lot to choose from. It's gonna be tough, but I think it'll be a fun video.
Wow.
What was it you just said, Rick?
I kind of feel dizzy.
Is that coffee kicking your ass?
Maybe a little. I don't know. I'm used to like a lot of caffeine, but maybe it's the extra additives.
This right here is a serious drink, not for the faint of heart, man.
Yeah.
I drink them every day, and it's probably not good for me. Well, not every day. I drink like 1 or 2 cups of coffee on a normal day, and then maybe 1 or 2 times a week I'll have one of those.
I'll live there.
You'll live? Has coffee ever made you more tired? And
yeah, no, it's weird. Like, yeah, I actually feel tired instead of like hyper. Normally, I drink coffee or caffeine and I get like a pump. But I think that's a reverse effect. Maybe I'm just exhausted from the kids and lack of sleep. That's probably what it is.
I feel that. I went to bed at like 3 and woke up at 4, 3. I don't know when I went to bed, but I woke up before 8.
Yeah, I've been working like 14-hour days.
Guys, I think I'm killing Rick. I might have killed him with coffee.
Done.
I feel bad.
Yeah, like it's probably me because I was harassing you for so long about it. And now
this is karma, instant karma.
Brought it. I swear you like must have added something to it.
No, this is I'm drinking the same thing right here. In fact, I'm gonna even be honest, and I'm not even proud of this fact. I had an energy drink on the way here because I wasn't gonna go by the coffee shop. I bought an energy drink last night, and then this morning I was like, oh, Rick was giving me crap about not bringing in coffee.
So you brought me wood.
So I already popped open the energy drink. I could have just gotten you a coffee, but
it'd be weird to do that, right?
Yeah, I'm not proud, but I had an energy drink and now I'm drinking this. I'm fine. I feel okay. Rick, on the other hand, not so much.
It's a lack of sleep.
Is it? So it's a new day. Rick is alive. I thought I killed him. He's alive. He's right here.
Doing good.
I looked over yesterday and he was laying on the ground right here. May have overdone it on the coffee, so I didn't bring him one today. But we're back. another day. But since we didn't make the video yesterday, we decided that I would just come back and do it today. No harm, no foul. And Instagram has decided that it is not against the rules. I'm not breaking the rules to modify this knife. That is 490 for no, 168 for yes. So for the 168 of you and all the people in the Discord who think that I'm breaking the rules by modifying this knife, well, sorry. I mean, we're gonna do it anyway. Maybe you find a knife that you like that's within a certain budget, but it's not exactly what you want, like you'd rather it have an acid wash blade. You can do that at home. Now, I am going to be doing it here in the shop, and we're going to be doing it, I guess, maybe a slightly more professional way by using a sandblaster and by using a different chemical than what you would probably use at home and this big tumbler over here. But my buddy Jeremy Sires, he actually made a video a couple of weeks ago on how you can do this. You can acid etch your blade at home, and it's actually dirt cheap. He showed a way that you can do it by buying a $50 tumbler from Harbor Freight and whatnot, but you can actually buy some ferric chloride. That's the acid that a lot of knife customizers use. You buy ferric chloride, and you can go pick up some stones from a river, just river rock. You can go to the dollar store and buy a bag of them for $1. In fact, right over here, this is a bag of river rock, which you can throw in a jar or a Gatorade bottle with the blade, and you're actually going to get a Stonewash finish after you acid etch it. So yeah, you can do this on the cheap. I'm not necessarily doing it on the cheap with this, but if you're interested in a tutorial on how we could do this for as cheap as possible, just let us know in the comments down below. But also, I highly encourage you to go check out Jeremy's video because he did a great job. His Tenacious that he customized turned out awesome, and I think his all-in budget was like 50, 60 bucks maybe. He can now use that same stuff to customize every knife in his collection if he wants. So first step obviously is disassembling. We're not going to do anything with the hardware. I don't think we're just going to customize maybe the clip and the blade. We're not going to do the hardware, right?
Nope.
I don't think we should.
Today.
Just hit these because this is what you would be doing at home. The blade and the clip. The one thing to note about this is once you get the blade off, you want to cover up basically the detent track and the pivot to keep from acid etching or sandblasting that, because you want to keep it polished and smooth so that your knife has smooth action. If you get this acid etched or blasted, it's going to be a little gritty, so that's not what you want. It will eventually work itself out over time, but to speed that process up or avoid the issue altogether, just want to take care of that now with a little tape or at home fingernail polish. So just make note when you disassemble this where it's not going to be exposed when it's open, but also what is being touched by the detent ball or the washers, and you want to mask that out so that it's covered and doesn't get acid etched or blasted, but then also isn't exposed as the knife is opened and closed. Alright, so we just finished it up. It didn't take too long. So once again, we blasted and acid etched and tumbled the blade. And we did the same to the clip, but we also lasered it with the topo design because, you know, just going the extra mile. But action's great. I don't see any exposed, uncovered, or unfinished parts of the blade, which was probably the biggest concern when doing this, because these flipper tabs make it a little difficult because it's more of it's exposed as it goes down into the handle. But I think this thing turned out great, and yeah, we did do it on a more professional level, I guess, but you can do effectively the same thing at home. The only thing is it takes a little more time. It takes very little money and just more time. So this acid etch takes 3 seconds maybe?
Yeah.
It doesn't take long.
Seconds, not long at all.
But if you're using ferric chloride, maybe 5 or 6 minutes. And tumbling it, you just toss it in and walk away. Whereas at home, if you're tumbling it, you're gonna have to shake it for maybe about 5 or 6 minutes. So it's not really that much more time, and it's a whole lot less money, but you'll get effectively the same look. It might not be as dark, but it'll have effectively the same finish. And you can take your budget knife to something that's, you know, really cool to look at, and if you mess up the blade or something, you can cover it up and make it new again. You know, I think this turned out sick.
Yeah, I think it did. Great job on it, man. I'm digging it.
Great job on it. You did most of the work. I just held a camera. But glad we customized the knife and didn't kill Rick. You're still alive.
Yep.
Still alive.
Yeah, I feel better today than yesterday, for sure.
I won't ever bring you coffee again.
Yeah, at least not the, whatever you called that thing.
The John Wayne.
The death in a cup.
Death in a cup. Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to see more stuff like this in the future. And let us know what you want to see us do next. I think we're going to work on some pins. Yep. We've got beads that we want to make. Some pry bar that we want to make.
Magnetic QDs.
Yes, magnetic quick releases, tons of stuff that we want to make, but if you want to tell us something you want to see customized, let us know, and maybe we'll make it happen. And we'll also do maybe a tutorial on how to do this at home, but I do, once again, recommend going and checking out Jeremy's video. It'll be linked down below or up in the corner. Also, be sure to follow us around the web. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Damn EDC. You can find Rick at ZeroFeud on Instagram
and Facebook.
And of course, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at CasperTech. One last thing, if you want to purchase some of the stuff you saw in this video, you can go to carry.best or Rick's website, which is ZeroFeud.com. ZeroFeud.com, or you can hit the link. There are some of my favorite things, the stuff I use to film this, just different gear. If you click through those links, they're affiliate links, so if you purchase anything, I do get a little bit of a kickback, and it just helps support what I'm doing here. You can go to patreon.com/bestmedc if you want to support that way. And of course, until next time, carry on. And don't drink too much caffeine.
Yeah, it's terrible.